Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochukwu Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Do you think Jesus should look elsewhere or be patient and wait for his time to and definitely it's going to come. Like I said, probably might have to look for another goalkeeper. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think, Ugo. I feel that Donnarumma would have done better in those 2 goals. Transit TV, welcome back again to our Champions League studios. Just watch the games of the day. Specifically, we're going to look at Arsenal beating PSG 2-0. And if you're an Arsenal fan, you're happy about this because you remember the days that PSG, these are the teams that used to take care of Arsenal in Champions League. And today, Arsenal, a very professional performance out there, considered no goal, returning back to their clean sheet habits. And seeing PSG through, who came to Emirates today without one of the talisman, Dembele. The reasons are not very clear. I think he has a disciplinary issue with the coach and he was left behind. And Arsenal saw themselves 3 points in this one. And right now, they are rooted 8 on the Champions League table before the games tomorrow and Thursday. So we see where they're going to be. Doing good, looking like they're going to make it through this stage. I have my brother Ubum in the studios to look at this one, talking points and what we have learned from this game today. Ubum, you are welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Reggie. Welcome everyone to Transit TV. Like we do, please share, please subscribe. Let's continue to spread the word out there. Let's continue to keep our numbers up, both on the likes and the views and the subscriptions. So happy as an Arsenal fan to be doing this show right after the game Arsenal played against PSG.
Yes. Before we continue, don't forget, like Google said there, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Hit the like button, and most importantly, keep on your notification button so that when we drop it, we're dropping a lot of content on the channel these days. We have 2 that came out for our EPL roundup for the weekend. So that you can be getting this content as they drop in the studio. And secondly, don't forget to share, like Ugum said. You guys are doing wonderfully well. The channel is getting big. We are happy with the numbers. We can do better. But especially, don't forget to hit like button when you watch. I know you enjoy these shows. Give us the likes. Let's be getting at least 50 likes on our videos. It helps us to get YouTube to push the videos out there for more people to enjoy. Yeah, thank you for coming on the studio, watching the videos and sharing, and we really appreciate what you guys are doing for us in the comment section as well. You don't have to agree on what we say. Let us know what you think. If you agree or you don't, let's make the comment section vibrant and lively. Ugum, are you there? Yes. Today's game, like I said, was quite a professional performance by Arsenal. And obviously got the 2 goals in the first half. Second half, with this new Arteta team, you know what you're going to get. Yes, I know last weekend they slipped. They almost gave up a 2-goal lead against Leicester. I knew that today they were not going to do that because last season was a learning curve for Arsenal in the Champions League. This season, I'm sure Arteta and this team, they continue to learn every day. They are going to have a better performance in Champions League this season, which they showed today. And I'm going to start from the goals. Donnarumma is not a goalkeeper that is, Obu will say, my cup of tea. I don't think the money PSG, when PSG was starting this new project of assembling Galacticos, they spent a lot of money and brought him from AC Milan. I don't think he has lived to that billion. Those 2 goals, happy as an Arsenal fan to have scored them, but I think he could have done better. And he does this thing every now and then to PSG. And somehow players come, players go. They still have him there. I think PSG can do better with goalkeeper. They should go and find a really, really strong and focused goalkeeper. I don't think Donnarumma is serious. The first goal, Harvetz was brave, yes. But What was he doing behind Kai Havertz? I mean, that ball was floated. It didn't come in with too much velocity and flight. I don't know what he was catching behind Kai Havertz. Is the striker is supposed to be scared of the goalkeeper, not goalkeeper, carrying around. The second one by Saka. Yes, in the eye you will say, yeah, there was a lot of crowd there. Well, was he catching a fly? You're supposed to, the basics of goalkeeping is that you make yourself big when balls like that are coming, you're not sure what's going to happen. You make yourself big. And I'm sure if you had gone big, you would have stopped that ball from going to the net. But instead, I just don't understand. So I think Donnarumma, Enrique, with all the work he's doing on this team, they're trying to change this team, he probably might have to look for another goalkeeper. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think, Ugo. I feel that Donnarumma would have done better in those 2 goals. I don't know what your opinion is.
I don't think so. Well, probably in the first goal, yes, because of his timing. Second goal, that was a very tricky ball. And apart from that, he also made saves. He made very bold save. The pass that was made by, I don't know who made that pass to Martinelli.
It was Kai Havertz.
Yes, if Donnarumma had hesitated for a second or 2, Martinelli would have had a chance to score that goal. But he was very bold to come off his line and get the ball, right? And then also the shot by Martinelli. And generally, Donnarumma is a very highly rated goalkeeper, and he didn't do dislocation any. For me, he didn't do any damage today, right? I know that at the highest level, we have to nitpick and all that, but I'm not at this point seen anything to question his ability or talent as a goalkeeper and his capability for playing for PSG. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Well, that's your opinion, but for me, he can do better. Like I said, the first goal, his timing was wrong, and I don't know why he went behind Kai Havertz when the ball is in front. That's one. Secondly, the second goal, yeah, there was confusion in the post, but my point is the way the attempt that he even made looked very childish, because the basics of goalkeeping is that when ball like that are coming, you make yourself big and just try your luck. But you don't go this way when you're not even seeing the ball. So what are you thinking your 2 hands from? This is some of the things that I feel that when you talk about goalkeepers like Alex, even the Raya that you have in Arsenal right now, some of things like this, there's a way goalkeeper position himself. And if they make it the save, and most times they make the saves. So that's my point. And this is what makes you the difference between excellent goalkeepers and good goalkeepers. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Another thing I want you to talk about is, as an Arsenal fan, I've been supporting Arsenal for a long time. Arsenal fans are used to this electric tiki-taka, play you, blow you out of the wind, score like 4 or 5 goals when you're on your day. But now Arteta, almost like an slot in Liverpool, is more pragmatic, especially when they take leads. Are you enjoying this Arsenal, or are you one of those fans that want, like today they will say we won, but it wasn't really, they are not excited?
This is a very good question. Very good question, because I've evolved as a football fan. Initially, tiki-taka, good football mattered to me the most.
Wenger ball.
My definition of good football was slightly different then than that, right? Now, good football is a combination of possession, smartness on the ball, pragmatism, and defensive capability. See, I over the last 2 years, I've started to play more of defense because I'm getting older and bigger. I've started to play more of defense, and I see the enjoyment in being able to defend and defend properly. Getting a shot out, preventing a goal is something that is, I think, is as enjoyable and as fun as goal scoring. Can be. So what I'm seeing with this Arsenal team that I love the most is that they enjoy defending their goal. you know. And when you get a team and you make both your strikers and your midfielders and your, defenders, you make them enjoy defending their goal. Then it becomes sweet. You see the teamwork in it. You see people talking to one another. You see people shuffling from one side to the other, preventing shots from the 18-yard box. You know, when Arsenal scored 2 goals in the first half, I was like, man, against the background of what happened last weekend, with Leicester coming back to 2-2, facing this PSG side that I classified as very dangerous. I mean, this game, probably people will come and dismiss PSG and all that, but this side remains a very, very good side, full of very talented players. Full of talented players. Look at Hakimi that plays for Mo. Incredible fullback. You talk about Mendes on the other side. You talk about Yao.
Vitinha.
Very highly rated. You talk about Vitinha. Man, the team is loaded from top to bottom with the best of talents, right? But I said, okay, let me see how Arsenal will handle this game in the second half. Yeah, and you could see a team that, okay, let me even track back to what Luis Enrique said before the game. He said that Arsenal are the best team without the ball. So many shallow-minded people in these days in social media, people just interpret the stuff the way they interpret. Some people interpret.
They say it's backing the boss.
Yeah, some people even interpreted that as saying that Arsenal cannot do anything with the ball, right? That as long as you take the ball away from them, you know. So people felt that, okay, as long as they don't have the ball, they are good. Once they have the ball, they don't know anything to do with it. That's how some people were interpreting it on social media, you know. But the man, I understood his point. His point was that this team
works hard.
The best at defensive organization are being able to handle spaces, handle a game, even when they don't have the ball. So it was the highest compliment he could have paid to the team, right? So, and they showed it today. They showed it with the performance. They showed it with the way they managed the game, took their chances when they took the chances, defended really well when it was time to defend well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Arsenal, and there was something I noticed today. If an Arsenal go on attack and lose the ball in the opponent's box, sometimes and they lose their shape, they don't engage. They first roll like 4 steps backwards, organize themselves, then they engage. So and that's very, very difficult to deal with. You know, I saw that today. I agree with you. I was one of those fans that was, as long as Arsenal plays well, blow you the way. Sometimes you lose the game, you say you enjoy the game, but football has gone beyond that. Even Pep, as good as many trophies as he's won, it makes it difficult for you to beat him. So this is what Arteta has brought into this Arsenal team. They know when to, go explosive. They know when to detract and make it difficult for you to score them goals. And I'm enjoying it too. Like you said, I'm enjoying it too. It's really fun to watch. Next, let me ask you about Kai Harvetz. In the summer, before the season started, a lot of talk. Go and buy 20 goals, 25 goals, a season striker. He has 3 goals now, I think 2 assists this season, just 5 games or 6 games to the season. Do you think he can does it look to you that he's going to get his 20 goals this season?
It looks to me like he will. He continues to work hard, continues to bring value. Either he's assisting or he's scoring, and he's working hard for the team every game. I think he's just a blue-collar worker. Puts his all, puts everything on the line, and he will always get his rewards. So far, I think he scored maybe 4 goals or so, or 5 or 3. I can't remember number of goals he scored this season so far. But I'm sure that sometimes it will get to a point where the team will hit a rich vein of scoring form, and he will benefit from that, right? Because he's now part of the foundation of the team, and chances continue to get created for him. He continues to create for others. He will be rewarded for it.
And then let me ask you, like you said, they are PSG, very quality team, and in the second half, most different spans of the game, they had Arsenal are really in a very difficult situation. But there's something that they're lacking some kind of cutting edge. What did you identify in this PSG team that probably will unlock them or that can give them the edge over teams like Arsenal? Because you can see that, like you mentioned earlier, there are technicians in that team. They are brave on the ball. They can use the ball. Of course, it's a Luis Enrique team. They have players like Fabian Ruiz, who come in from the bench in the second half. So what is it that PSG, as if you are a PSG fan, what will you be looking for? What's lacking in that team that can push them to the next level where they can win games like this easily?
Yeah, maybe an attacking midfielder. Perhaps even if Fabian Ruiz would have helped them, perhaps in the first half. But they also need someone. I guess they're missing Dembele because he plays that role sometimes of linking the midfield to the attack, although he plays more as a winger. So they need somebody a bit more central that is not so defensive. Vitinha actually has the capability to play that kind of role, but I'm not quite sure his potency closer to the 18-yard box. He seems more to me like a deep-lying playmaker.
Yeah.
Yes, than a proper Odegaard type playmaker. I think that's what they are missing. And also, a potent forward. Colomwani is a good striker, perhaps not the top level. Bacola plays more from the wings than central. So the perhaps are also missing somebody playing at the central level that will deliver 1 out of 3 chances. But apart from that, remember this team is a very young team. They are average age of 23, 22, 23. So they still have some ways to go.
Yeah, I agree with you on that point. And that's what I think they are missing. Most of the players are not finished articles yet. So, but if you ask me, like if they have the chance to do something about the team, I think like you mentioned, Colomwani should be an understudy. He shouldn't be leading a attack for a team like PSG. It should be a second option. Then I have a bone to pick with McInnes too, with his age and experience in that team. He comes across to me like an unsettled centre back. At his experience now, he should be more of an organizer, but he still find him trying to do stuff by himself. And sometimes the team, removes the balance in that defense. That's why sometimes you're able to open that defense. Sometimes they play like so woefully. I think he should play more. Remember when Thiago Silva used to play for Chelsea? That role that he plays, you don't see him all over the place. He just organizes the defense. But sometimes I see McInnes as a player that wants to probably defend by himself. He goes to the right, goes to the left, wants to attack. And once he does that, the defense loses some kind of balance. I think if they can fix these two things or find somebody that will play with him, that sometimes when he does that, like the way Gabriel and Saliba play, Gabriel is the one that is aggressive. Saliba is calm and, takes his time to see danger, see danger coming on the defense and sneak them off. So I think those two things are key. And things I was looking at this team, I said, what's missing? And I identified these two things. They need a striker that is, because on your right, on your left, you have Bacola. I think there's one that in the other end, Emery. These boys are they need somebody that they can trust. Like when you talk about Kai Harvetz, when Kai Harvetz is close to Saka, there is this confidence that I'm playing somebody that is experienced, that has done it at this level, that can play off. And you see, when Kai Harvetz is on the ball, there's a different level of confidence and calmness that he has. So that's what I identify. And today we saw Merino surprisingly made the squad and came in the second half. What did you make of him? Were you surprised to see him on the team today?
I was surprised, though. I've been hearing from various sources that he was actually, there's some highly reputable voices on Twitter and on social media, on YouTube, that mentioned that he's actually been training. That yesterday or 2 days ago wasn't his first time. He's actually been training with the squad. And Arsenal hid that completely. Nobody had any inkling. Yeah, so and he showed. I mean, him coming in today showed that he's actually been training. He looked fit, looked tidy on the ball. came in and just did the job like most other people would do.
Yeah,
There was no big
understands the
highlight.
system.
Yes, yes. There was no big highlights, but he pretty much just played a tidy game. I've heard that he's more of a tidy, very efficient midfielder, and he's a very big threat on set pieces. I guess we'll see that pretty soon in the EPL.
Okay, so this win now, where does he leave Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal will make it the top 8? Like I say, right now they're sitting 8 on the table, on the entire UCL table. By the time the teams play tomorrow and some on Thursday, the second, the two table will come out, we'll see. And do you look at this Arsenal team now and say, are you pretty confident that this team, if they make it out of the group stages, that they can go for the competition this season? I know it's still a long way out, but
I believe it. Yeah, I believe if they make it out of the group stage is tricky. This game today being perhaps the most difficult, playing PSG anywhere, most them playing them here in the Emirates was a very, very difficult game, and they've been able to navigate it, quite confidently. Playing against Atalanta, they played a really
your volume, okay.
game may be quite difficult to Sporting. Arsenal has struggled badly with their Portuguese teams. So let me see the game against Sporting, where it is and how they do against Sporting, and then we can take it from there. But I think they'll qualify.
Yeah, and to close, Gabriel Jesus doesn't look happy, obviously. And I mean, he was injured. The team has kicked on in his absence. The few games I've seen him, personally, I don't think he has really done anything to displace anybody starting 11. What do you make of Gabriel Jesus? Do you think I believe he should be patient and wait for it and get into the rhythm? He hasn't really done anything the few times that he has played for me to think that they should drop somebody for him to start in the 11.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the Jesus ship has sailed. Unfortunately, I mean, they probably have to maybe look for another club because the level that he wants to be at Arsenal, where he wants to be placed at Arsenal, his performances haven't, merited him being at that level. Him being placed at that level. He's no longer an automatic choice. He has to work his way into getting a few minutes here and there. And when he's brought in, he needs to prove he deserves to start.
We lost your audio there. Yeah, we lost your audio there. Yeah, for me, Jesus, maybe the injury has slowed him down. I think he needs to be a little bit patient, not be too much in a hurry to get his place back. Just play yourself little by little, get back to shape, first of all, physically. Be confident in yourself in terms of physical abilities. And then the form will come. He doesn't look happy. He looks like a player that is not happy with playing coming from the bench. But I mean, you need to give up your personal wishes for the team's good. So Jesus, for me, he needs to settle down. He needs to take his time and be happy that the team has players who can come in his absence and keep the ambition going. So take your time, get back physically to the level where you should be, then start to pick your form little by little. There's a lot of games to be played. The season is still very, 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 very young. So don't eat yourself up and be in a bad mood and become a bad egg. I think he should just take his time and play himself back into this. He has had some very, very bad injuries recently. So he needs to get back physically to the level where he's supposed to be. Then play himself in because the team has grown. There are players that can come in your absence and do bits. Not that time that if you're injured, we are hoping that you come back tomorrow and check and do what you're doing. No, he needs to understand that and go with the team.
But unfortunately, Jesus doesn't come across to me as someone that handles that kind of thing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already seeing the signs. We're already seeing the signs of someone that's disgruntled. And, when you start doing that, you're not respecting your teammates. You're not, helping the team chemistry. So that's why I think if he doesn't step up on his attitude and start delivering, find the confidence to deliver, then it's not going to be sustainable for him in his side.
Yeah, that's I feel the same way too. And I told Arteta to handle it well. He's going to be able to handle, and that shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, so our viewers out there, don't forget to let us know what you think in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinion, especially on Jesus. Do you think Jesus should look elsewhere or be patient and wait for his time to? And definitely it's going to come. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of games to be played, and let us know what you think, and we'll see you again tomorrow when the other games will come, and the results are on the screen for you. See you tomorrow. Thanks, my brother, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.